Let's do some cyclonic bin efficiency tests with this Shark NV22. So I need to measure a few things before we get going with it. I've already measured out 10.00 grams of baking soda. So let's see what this blown out but not washed out bin is like. I know it's going to be hard for you to see that because I can't really see that. See if I can take a couple of measurements, get that as accurate as possible. All right, I'm looking at an empty weight of 1251.9 grams. All right. Now what I need to do is measure the weight of this really interesting cyclonic assembly. And for that, I can go to my more accurate scale that can only read up to about 500 grams. Okay, so an empty cyclonic assembly is 412.14 grams. Yep, that's good. So we will go and suck up 10 grams of baking soda and see what we can recover, both from the bin down here and also the cyclonic assembly, which is up there. Interesting side note, I've had to run this test 3 times. This is actually the 4th time now. And if you take a look at the discoloration of the hose, what I had to do was actually go and wash and disinfect this hose out very, very carefully and then dry it over a period of a couple days, because I had some small fine dust that was affecting the results. So that was kind of disappointing. Had to do this test over and over again. All right, so we started out with 1251.9. Let's see how much made it into the entire length of the bin. Might have to weigh this a couple of times. It's kind of tall, it wiggles around a little bit. All right, so we are at 1261.5. So let's see what that turns out to be. See, I hope you can see that. 1261.5. Let me make sure that's not moving. Nope, that is. Okay, great. Minus 1251.9. 9.6 grams. So this could be off by maybe a tenth or so, but there's still about probably 0.4 grams that didn't make it into the bin, meaning it's going to be stuck in the various, shall we say, like pleats of the hose, so to speak. So it's still stuck in here somewhere, and that's going to be normal depending on what kind of hose assembly you have. So a lot of it made it, but not all of it did. So 96% made it into the entire assembly, but about 4% didn't make it. So now let's see what the cyclones were actually able to separate just by themselves. So we started out with a weight of 412.14 grams, and we're up to 412.25. That seems pretty good. Not a whole lot is stuck in there. So let's see, 412.25 minus 412.14. So 0.11 grams is actually stuck in these cyclones. And if I were to go and take some air and blow this out, I would see a tiny bit of baking soda come out. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now I need to see how much I can actually recover from just doing a regular bin dump. I mean, as you can see, this cyclonic assembly, or whatever you want to call this down here at the bottom of the bin, this is going to have some stuck to it. That's just the nature of that beast. So I'll do what I can to get that stuff out without doing anything unusual. I'll just do what the average person does. I understand you can wipe and get a little more out of there. Much better pickup than what I got with a dirty hose, that's for sure. And what do we have that you can actually recover? All right. So 10 grams went in, and 8.22 I was able to recover from just doing normal dump method. And that means that what's still in here is around 18% is still in here somewhere. It's still in here somewhere. But guess where it's not? It's not in here. It's not in this cyclonic assembly. This thing really separates fine dust, in this case baking soda, extremely well and does not clog up with a bunch of fine particles. Okay, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.